This
Got
is
it.
Tom Rust for TRSB Sports Podcast. Today, delighted to be joined by professional boxer Linus Udofia. Mate, how you doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, all good, thank you. Just saying, I was about to send a search party for you, mate. I thought you'd gone missing.
I go missing from time to time. Don't worry about it. I'm always safe. How's everything going? How's your day been?
Yeah, all good, mate. I've been off today, mate. Weather's been good, so just been laying about in the garden, not doing a lot. Yourself?
Yeah, no, I thought I was going to be laying about in the garden. My mum made me cut the grass and look after the garden. So yeah, it's not been too bad. It's been a good day. It's been a very good day actually. I woke up today buzzing, like a really good mood today. So no particular reason why. I just woke up. I just woke up good. You just wake up good.
Yeah, well, I suppose you have got a lot to look forward to over the next few weeks, which we'll come on to. But just to clarify before we get into it, you still you carry on fighting after your next one. You're not retiring after this one.
No. I'm not retiring. I'm carrying on. Yeah.
Oh mate, I saw
There's
your video you posted on April Fools, and I didn't watch it to the end to start with. I was like, surely not. Like, what's he going to be doing after you've worked for so hard to get to this point? And then I watched it all the way through, and I was like, what a joker.
Yeah, no, I was just it was a bad April Fool's joke. The joke I really wanted to make, I couldn't have done. I think someone beat me to it on Twitter, but I think I would have got chucked. Like I would have lost everything if I made that joke. So I left that one alone. If I'm honest with you, so
Yeah,
I
well,
wanted to make that one instead.
yeah. When we were speaking about it on the phone, you were telling me about what you were thinking of doing, but you said even to do what you did, you had to speak to Osman and speak to a few other people. How conscious are you of doing things like that now? Because of we live in an era where if you say anything, people want to jump on you. Is that something that they speak to you about when you sign up?
Not necessarily speak to me about. They just kind of it's the kind of like if it pops up, they nip it in the bud. So like and rightly so. A lot of careers have been ruined and destroyed over a tweet or what someone said or a video taken out of context and things like that. So yeah, personally myself, I'm quite conscious about certain things. I kind of keep my social medias, just on boxing. I keep the politics out of it, keep views out of it. I might have a little joke here and there, but never really tried to. I try to keep away from like getting too opinionated or I can't really can't afford to have that or be ruin a career because I said something, I spoke my mind or something like that. But sometimes I understand you need to speak up and do this and do that, but also sometimes you got to know when to kind of keep it down.
Yeah, no, 100%. Did you get many messages off the back of that?
Oh yeah, all my close mates. They were like, "Oh, you dick! You got me! I can't believe." They're like, I was about to kick off about why you quitting boxing for? What's going on? But no, I got a lot of people that day. A lot of people. They won't admit it, but I got a lot of people that day.
Yeah, do you know what? It's funny because last year on April Fools, I was having some system problems at work, and for a while they couldn't fix it, and I was a little bit worried. I was thinking, oh, but they're probably going to phone me at some point and just say, look, sorry, we're going to have to let you go. So my mum phoned me on the day, made out she was from HR, but she'd been online and got all the official names of from for where I work, and I was like, oh, what? And I was like, surely not. But when you're speaking to someone and you think, I think it might be like my mum or a friend or someone, but
Yeah.
I can't say anything because it's it could be official. But she's proper dummy, mate.
You're telling me you didn't recognize your mum's voice?
No, mate, she'd done some honestly, like I don't know whether I was just tired or hadn't been up long, but honestly, she put on such a strange accent, I couldn't make her out. But honestly, like after I phoned her back and obviously just a few things. But yeah, she got me, mate, just like your one a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I love it. I love a joke. I love to play about it. It's funny, isn't it? It's hilarious, in my opinion.
Yeah, life's too short to be serious, isn't it, mate? It's just nice when you can have a joke, have a laugh.
Yeah, you can't be too serious. You can't take life too seriously, man.
And talking about doing other things, what would you do if you weren't boxing?
Play football, acting. No, I'm not even sure. Like, I don't know, something to do with the gym. Probably go into like gym franchising, kind of gym sector. Go down there, go down that route. I don't really want to go into coaching, but yeah, I don't know. I think that's a conversation for when I'm actually done with boxing.
So after you've retired and put the gloves away, we're going to see you on some cheesy adverts in years to come.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, mate, I can't wait. I see you. I think you was working with a sponsor a little while ago. You had it on your story. You had to do like a clip. I can't remember. Who was that for?
My one of my mates wanted D&I Butchers, so family butchers. Yeah, like it ran the corner from me. They've been sponsoring me for like 8-9 years now, and it was just, I don't know, you know what it is. Yeah, I'm nocturnal. I don't really sleep at night. Really, I go to bed at like 2 o'clock and I wake up late and train and then nap throughout the day. Then go to, it's my I'm not normal, but I'm not very normal. So I get my weird ideas. I get all these ideas at like, I don't know, give it a few more hours. That's when my brain wakes up and I get all these ideas. So I was just laying in bed and I was just like, I've got it. I don't know how it's going to go down because it's going to be, the first thing like it beat my meat. Yeah. That's what I thought. It just goes. I'm a boxer. It just goes, and we can make this funny, but
yeah, it
has to be done right. It has to be said right. And it could go one of two ways. People could either go, what? Or they could laugh at it. So, and I just thought about this all night and I got my mate to video it. I spoke to the butchers and I was like, look, this is my idea. This is what I want to do. I think it would be really, it's not going to do anything, but just kind of enhance our own profiles. People are going to get to know you and get to know me. It's like my personality in it with you. And, but then, you know what I mean? It's just doing my obligation, doing my marketing obligations, with my sponsors. And I just thought it was a really good idea at the time. And I actually went down like a treat, but yeah, that just came off an idea late night. Like, just sat there and it was just, yeah, it cracked me up anyway.
Yeah, no, I was watching it, mate. It's cracked me up as well. But talking about looking forward to things, mate, not long to go, May the 13th, a huge fighting for the British title, live on Channel 5. I think it's probably fair to say for a lot of people, it's probably easier to, watch, than if you maybe was fighting on Sky. How excited are you for the May the 13th?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I kind of like, it's getting really hard now. The weeks are getting really hard. I've got a really, really hard couple of weeks up, and yeah, it's going to be fight night soon. So I'm really excited. I'm enjoying the whole process of it. I'm enjoying learning. I'm enjoying the new level. And I say new level, but I've been around title level for a while, and I've kind of just waited for the opportunities and things like that. But I'm enjoying learning. I'm enjoying doing all the things we're doing now. We're not doing too much different. We're just adding little things, correcting little mistakes, because at this level you can't really make any mistakes. And when you make mistakes, you pay for it. We've seen that time and time again. And yeah, so I'm really enjoying the process, and I feel really good. I feel really excited to just kind of get in the ring and represent myself, my family, my town, and let the country and everybody, the rest of the world, know like what I'm about and why I belong at this level.
Yeah, I was going to say as well, because I imagine for people that watch Channel 5, the demographic will probably be a little bit different to maybe people that, who subscribe to Sky Sports and so on. How good is it for you on a personal note for you to, really work on building your profile? Because I can imagine overnight your profile could double on a platform like Channel 5.
Oh, 100%. It's a massive platform, and a massive credit to Wasserman Boxing for getting the deal done and getting mainstream TV, and it's a massive credit to them. And yeah, it's a massive platform to, snap up. It's, I'm not going to say, oh, Sky this or this and that. I just think, realistically, like you said, the demographic, I think it just reaches more eyes. It's free to air. And I feel like this is the best opportunity for my profile to actually, go massive.
And looking at the fight, no gimme, you're fighting a live opponent. I've watched a few interviews over the last few weeks and a few again today, because you were coming on. Mr. Bentley's, he's definitely up for it. He's looking forward to the fight. It's almost like he wants to, go in there and sort of reclaim what's his, if you like. So how sort of much are you looking forward to it, and how good do you need to be on the night to come away with a victory?
Oh, good. We both need to be 100%. We both need to be 100%. We can't, I'm a very good fighter myself. He's a very good fighter. We can't afford any mistakes, and it's game over. Do you know what I mean? And I know he's well up for it. He's hungry to get what he's lost before, and I'm hungry to get it. I mean, I've been working for this for a long time, and I'm not here to just lay down. So that's two hungry fighters going in. That always makes for a very exciting fight. And I've always said it's going to be a British domestic.
Yeah, mate, can't wait for it. It's going to be a proper tear up. How much do you know about him? Have you ever sparred him? Do you know each other outside of the ring? Have your paths ever crossed?
No, we've never sparred each other. Our paths never really crossed. We've met each other at shows and things like that. We shook hands. We've never, I don't really, maybe we don't really know each other. I don't know each other. I don't know him from Adam. I don't really know, him as a person and things like that. I haven't got a problem with him either and things like that. Wise, it's just from what I've ever seen, footage I've ever seen of him and things like that. I've never moved around with him or sparred him, so I don't really know him. I don't really know him, if I'm honest.
And how much of a tough fighter are you anticipating on May the 13th?
Oh, listen, every fight at this level is massive. Every fight at this level is tough, no matter who it is. At this level, there's no easy fights, and it's just tough it's going to be tough because we need to figure each other out. I think we're both very top fighters, and we need to be 100%. So it's going to be as tough as it gets.
And without giving your game plan away, what do you need to do well on the night to come away with the win?
Just concentrate. I just need to listen to everything my coach says, not make any silly mistakes, and just listen to my coach and get the job done. That's what I need to do.
And how's everything going? Preparation, camp, all going well? Are you where you should be at this point?
Yeah, everything's all good. My weight's all good. I'm really happy where I am, to be honest. I'm learning well. I feel good. After the sessions, pushing out the sessions, and I feel really good. Everything's all good. My food's good. Do my nutrition. Everything's all good. With training wise is good. Sparring's been good. Good level sparring, and I feel everything's been bang on as it always is. Everything's been bang on. So. There's been no real strain, no injuries, nothing crazy. And I just got to keep it that way, turn up another volume the next couple of weeks, and then it's fight night soon. So, it comes around really quick.
Do you find it difficult to make weight, or has it come quite sort of natural, I suppose, with having a nutritionist to help you along the way?
No, I'm a qualified nutritionist now.
Oh, okay.
I did a degree to actually do it. Yeah, it's because it's obviously a massive part of my career. So I kind of thought to myself, there's no point paying somebody to do it when I can just kind of do a qualification, pay however much it was, it's for the qualification, so I can just do it myself instead of having to pay someone else. So it's actually relatively easy. I know my body. I've kind of seen myself grow, and now that I know what I'm doing with my diet and nutrition, it's almost laughable the things I used to do before. And so it's just I'm in a good place now. I'm in a secure place, and it's taken a lot of the pressure off that I would have maybe had if I had a nutritionist, or if I needed advice, or if I didn't know what I know now about my body and food and things like that. And so I feel very, very good. It's very good at the minute. Everything's all really good.
Yeah, I was going to say, we speak to lots of boxers on this channel, and some say that making weight comes easy. Some say they really struggle. And it is an added pressure, especially come closer to fight week, weigh in. So for yourself, to obviously qualified, what you're doing, it must, let's take a lot of pressure off you.
Oh, massively, because a lot of it is the mental. A lot of it is the mental side of it. Obviously you've got the physical side. You need the right food. You need, there's so many different things that you can do, but it's actually so simple when you know what you're doing and you've done your research, you know what your body's like, because what my diet is might not work for, let's say, Brad is exactly the same as me. He's a middleweight, he's this, he's that, same age, but what I eat might not react it might not react to him like the same. But one of the main things is like not panicking. Like a lot of people don't make weight because they end up panicking and worrying about weight so much. It just, your body reacts to it and you end up holding, you end up making it quite a mountain to climb. And so the mental side is massive. So obviously now that I know what I'm doing, a lot of that pressure's gone because I know what I need to do. I know that actually, you know what, if I write everything down, if I wake up not what I predicted I'd be today, I look at what I've done, I look at what my diet was yesterday or the day before and what the weight was and all this, and I can actually just pick out and go, okay, maybe just do this, mess this around a little bit, move this around, it all works out. The next day I'm where I want to be. And you know what I mean, it's all about, you've got to like, it's all about having a plan. It's all about knowing yourself, knowing your body. And yeah, it's a massive, one of the biggest things it takes off me is actually, yeah, like you said, the pressure, because mentally I'm not thinking, oh my God, am I going to weigh weight? I know I'm going to make weight. I know 100%, unless I really have a wobble somewhere, or unless somebody takes away or someone spikes my food and puts like a stupid amount of stuff in it. Like I know 100% I'm going to weigh weight. So that's not a worry. I just kind of, do you know what I mean? I just maintain it how I need to. I make sure I give myself enough energy for the sparring and the big sessions and the 3 sessions a day, 2 sessions a day, and kind of keep myself at a good point. And then when it comes to dropping more weight for the check weigh-ins and actually the fight, I can do it comfortably.
Yeah, we had a boxer on a little while ago, amateur boxer, and he really struggled with weight. He was sleeping in sweatsuits, sitting in saunas for hours, only eating raw mushrooms before the fight to help lose the weight. Now, you've been around the game a long time. What sort of extreme measures have you seen people take to get the weight off?
I've seen all sorts. I saw a friend of mine. He was a kickboxer. He had a world title fight coming up, and his weight cut was like relatively bad. I can't remember how much he had to lose. I think off the top of my head, I'd say near enough 30 kilos in the space of 3 weeks. Jeez. I mean, sorry, in the space of 12 weeks or something like that. And that is a massive ask. And he did it. He performed well. He won his world title and things like that. But it just wasn't, you know what I mean? I've seen what he had to do for it, and it takes a lot, you know what I mean? I think with weight cuts like that, I've seen some drastic measures. When I was an amateur, I used to do things that were ridiculous. Even when I was in the early stages of a pro, I've done some things that were just hard. I've got myself hurt trying to make weight. You know, I normally, when I was an amateur, I used to fight like 71, 75, 71. And then one time I went down to 69, and it just wasn't the weight for me. And I did the weight cut. I had no idea what I was doing. So I genuinely just thought if I didn't put anything in my body, I couldn't put weight on. I couldn't gain the weight, but I kept training. So I'm driving a car without fuel in it. Do you know what I mean? I'm going, I'm trying to train, I'm not eating, I'm not drinking anything. And then I won a fight. I just weighed in, got the weight, I won the fight, but I got hit, and it just, I don't know, it just felt awful. So it was awful. I didn't know what I was doing. And you know what I mean? I nearly paid for it more ways than one. And it's been, you know what I mean? And I've kind of like took my weight more seriously. And as I've got older, my body's changed and things like that. I've managed to, I make weight differently to what I did maybe 5 years ago, or maybe when I was like 24, 23, completely different to now when I'm 26, 27, 28. You know what I mean? My body reacts very differently now. And I'm thankful that I've got the experience and know-how now to actually take that pressure off myself in my career.
And what are you like between fights with your weight?
I like my food. You know what I mean? I like my food. I don't drink or do any recreation or anything like that. So my only poison is I'm a foodie. I love it. I love trying stuff. I love burgers. I love pizzas. I love all of it. You name it, I'm eating it. You'll be disgusted with how much I eat when I'm not fighting. But I am starting to understand that. Well, I've understood for a while that you shouldn't really. It's really detrimental. It could be relatively detrimental to your health to really balloon up and then come down and balloon up and then come down. So I've made, cautious efforts to just regulate. Obviously I can still have what I want, just don't take the piss. Moderation. I normally do like a 5-2 diet where I'm eating 5 days a week quite clean, and the weekend I have my binge, I have my days off, I have my cheat days, and mess about, do what I want on my weekend. And then when it comes to the weekend, go back on my diet, do well, and then come off. You know what I mean? It kind of keeps me level. I'm still training as well, so everything keeps level. But before, I used to just kind of, when I hit like 26, I used to just kind of pig out for months until I fought again. And then next thing you know, I've got this bit of a mountain to climb, and you know what I mean? Stop seeing a six pack.
So talking about blowing up in between fights, when you saw Tyson Fury a few years ago put on all the weight, I think he was nearly like 30 stone. Obviously, you've been a qualified nutritionist. You know, you understand, you know, better than most people. Did you ever think you'd see him in the ring again?
Personally, no. I thought not because of the weight. I just didn't think he'd be able to pull himself out of the pit, whatever pit he was in. You know, he looked like he just kind of like giving up to an extent, and he just kind of like, you know, he's done with it. He doesn't want to, you know what I mean? He was just enjoying his life, and that's fine. But I just thought it was gonna, you know what I mean? He was just, I didn't think he was gonna turn it around and get out of whatever he was in. Obviously, it wasn't common knowledge with their mental health stuff until after he'd done that. But I just thought, oh, you know, he's enjoying his life. He's kind of done it. He's won the world titles. He's done this. He's done that. So what does he need to do? Do you know what I mean? Like, he's probably going to retire now. He's young. He's done his thing. There's more fights for him, but I wouldn't blame him, you know? And I just thought that's where he was. And he, you know, he turned it around and he showed everyone different. Obviously, the aesthetic of it and the nostalgia of it, in a sense of, he's lost all that weight and he's done this, he's doing this, you know what I mean? He's massively turned his life. It's a massive inspiration to anybody that, you know, that are just looking up to him. It's massive. I will say that it's not, you know what I mean? If I saw him do that again, I'd be like, oh, don't do that. Like, try not to, I mean, it's a massive strain in your body. Like, you can see how it took a toll on Ricky Hatton. It's a massive strain on your body, ballooning up so heavy and then coming down again, ballooning up and coming down. It batters you, especially when you go into a contact sport as well, like boxing.
And do you help a lot of people out where you train them with their weight?
I never really, you know, I give advice to some of the fighters, like, especially some of the younger ones that are trying to like do their thing and they don't really know where they're going. You know what I mean? They're where I was when I was, you know, 21, 22, exactly where I was. They can do what they want and they never really balloon up. And I say, you know, kind of get into the habit of eating well and then having your cheat days in moderation, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have your fight, now you have your blowout. But, you know, it's easy to kind of keep blowing out. It's easy to keep celebrating, keep blowing out, keep eating out, because you've starved yourself from doing it. You've given it's the freedom. It's the freedom that used to get me. So it's, you know, now I'm quite on a, you know, strict diet, not restricted, but it's a strict diet. I stay on it quite well. But when I stopped fighting, I had the freedom now. I didn't need to like, oh, no, you can't have that. You can't have that. Now I've got the freedom. So I used to just indulge, but I kept on indulging. I say, you know, that's something you have to be careful of. Obviously, indulge, have your fun, have your play, but you need to kind of, you know, in moderation and get used to that practice now, because later on you're going to need